morning, or depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told out of Voice of Radio, so today we need to have a little bit of a look at a bunch of official reveals from Paldea Evolved. Now, some of these are pretty important reveals. Some of them, I'm going to be honest with you, not quite as important, but still very cool. So let's start off having a look at Wo-Chien EX. I'm a big fan of Wo-Chien EX, and they have gone officially revealed, confirmed, phrase it how you will, the special illustration rare of Wo-Chien EX. Now, this is a very, very cool card. Of course, we kind of assumed that all of the Ruins of Treasure were going to be in the set, because of course Ting Lu and Chen Pao find their way onto the booster pack artwork. And similarly with them in the set, we kind of assumed that we were going to get the special illustration rares, but it's nice to have it confirmed, and I kind of like this. Of course, we know that in Paldea Evolved we are getting Fortress, and that's got the ability whereby you can KO it. Yes, that means giving up 2 prizes in order to accelerate 5 energy from your deck. And I've seen a bunch of people suggesting, well, you know, that's what we do on Wo-Chien. That's how we get Forest Blast going for 220, etc., etc. But no, that's not how I see Wo-Chien. I don't think that's the way to use it. I think Fortress is awesome, but I don't think this is the best use of Fortress. I think we can do better. What I think this works well with is Gardenia's Vigor. I am a huge, gigantic fan of this with Gardenia's Vigor, because that's a card that lets you draw 2 cards, and if you drew any cards in this way, you get to attach 2 grass energy from your hand to one of your bench Pokemon. As a side note, adore the fact that this lets you draw and then attach, because it means that if you don't have enough grass energy to attach, you can hopefully draw 1 or 2 off of your 2 cards. Yes, it's a gigantic risk, don't get me wrong. You'd rather not have to be relying on hitting the energy of Gardenia's Vigor, but I'm saying that if you are desperate, this does at least give you a chance to hit it. And then you've got the attack, which I think is way better, way more useful most of the time. That is your Covetous Ivy, it's been officially translated as, because it does 60 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon for each prize card they've taken. Really, 4 prizes is where this kicks in beautifully, because after 4 prizes you're doing 240, that's enough to get basic EXs, that's enough to get Pokemon V, etc. And then after 5 prizes taken, you're doing 300, and there are a few, admittedly, but there are very, very few Pokemon that you cannot one-hit KO with Covetous Ivy once your opponent's taken 5 prizes, which is pretty gosh darned awesome. So honestly, Wo-Chien with Gardenia's Vigor, that's what I'm looking at here, and frankly, I really like this, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna be honest with you, I think this is extremely cool, and this is one I have absolutely got my eye on. Plus, and look, we all know that when it comes to the Treasures of Ruin, Wo-Chien is not exactly the most popular, although the live Wo-Chien reaction is becoming a pretty popular meme in the Pokemon world. But I'll tell you what, I like this card, and if I'm playing a grass deck, if I can afford to be playing stuff like Gardenia's Vigor, I think this is a very, very cool card indeed that we could have an awful lot of fun with. Of course, we had previously seen the official reveal of Chi-Yu, the special illustration rare, drawn by the wonderful Akira Igawa. This is another card that I am absolutely buzzing about. I adore the artwork on this one. So we've now had these 2 officially revealed, and look, when it comes to Ting Lu and Chen Pao, they're literally on the booster pack artwork. Like, they're literally on the booster pack artwork. So, at this stage, I refuse to believe there's any realistic world in which they're, you know, not in the set as well. So, yay! We're getting the Treasures of Ruin, we're getting these special illustration rares, and I, for one, am absolutely delighted. Go team! But also, they are not the only cards that have gone and been revealed. We can go and have a little bit of a look at the artwork rare of Rookidee. Yay! And this is a beautiful artwork rare. I mean, look, it's Rookidee, right? So we're not talking about the full evolution or anything along those lines. This is very much the first step. It's not Corviknight. It's not supposed to be Corviknight. Was never going to be Corviknight. However, there is going to be a Corviknight in the set. We have already seen it. I don't believe that one has been officially revealed yet, but obviously the fact that we've had the official reveal of Rookidee tells us that Corviknight has to be in the set. It's not great, though, the Corviknight, I'll be honest with you. Single energy, 50 damage. If you take a KO using the attack, then you prevent all effective attacks, including damage done to this Pokemon by your opponent's Pokemon next turn. It's fine, but as a stage 2, it's not enough damage by the time you got up to a stage 2. And then we got free energy, 200, discard 2 energy from this Pokemon. And again, 200 damage is fine. I'd rather 220 to KO Pokemon Vs, but 200 is fine. The biggest issue I've got here, and it is a sizable issue, I'm afraid, is the fact that I've got to get up to a stage 2 and then put free energy on. I'm just not a fan of that, honestly, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think this is particularly cool. But I do adore the artwork on Rookidee. The artwork on this Rookidee is absolutely stunning. We basically just got a bunch of Rookidee just kind of chilling in a garden. One of them's got seeds on his head because I don't know why not. And I like this. I really like when we get these artwork rares, these illustration rares, where it's just regular Pokemon chilling. It's not necessarily terribly dramatic or anything like that. It's not some giant battle scene or anything along those lines. It is just an excuse to see some Pokemon in their natural habitat, just kind of chilling and doing their thing. I really like that. And I love cards like this Rookidee, just because we're seeing a bunch of Rookidee in a garden, chilling, having fun, doing their thing. This kind of stuff makes me very, very happy indeed. Now, we did also get the official reveal of Cetitan, which is lovely, but I'm not entirely sure what we're supposed to do with this. Now, the Saruta artwork here is lovely. No question there. Love it. But I'm not 100% sure what we're supposed to kind of do with this from a, hey, look what this says about the set angle. Although maybe that's not the reason they shared it. I don't know. I will say, however, that in the same way that Rookidee confirmed the existence of Corviknight, obviously, this Cetitan then confirms the existence of the Cetitan. And the Cetitan's alright. Free energy, 80. If there's any special energy attached, you do 140 more damage. Now, this one I can actually get far more behind. Partly because it's a stage 1, not a stage 2. That's a big difference. And partly because we're going to be playing Baxcalibur anyway in these water decks, and Baxcalibur lets you accelerate, attach as much water energy during your turn as you like. So if I use Baxcalibur to attach 2 water energy, I then attach any special energy as my attachment for the turn, and then from there, I'm doing 220, and like I said a minute ago, 220 is a way more important number, because 220 is the magic number for KOing Pokemon V, for instance. So, yeah. It's a bit awkward being a stage 1, needing free energy, no question about that. But I will tell you, this is actually kind of awesome. So yeah, I can get on board with this one, ladies and gentlemen. I can get on board with it. Now, for some reason, they have gone and revealed the Orthworm, which is cool, don't get me wrong, I kind of like it. If you whack free metal energy there, you go up to 230 HP, which is lovely. The 4 energy 130 to one of your opponent's bench is really not enough for 4 energy. And it is on a basic Pokemon, which is cool. But also, it's, yeah. It's a lot of energy. And this is a cool card, but of course, we've already previously seen the official reveal of the illustration rare, the artwork rare, from May Plays TV. A very lovely person I got the pleasure of meeting at a Scarlet and Violet launch event over in London. Really lovely dude. We played some games. It was fun. They rolled me with a turn 1 Vivian. There was nothing I could do. Although I don't think we've actually talked about the alternate art Orthworm on this channel, not the official English reveal. So, yeah, that's kind of awesome. What we've got here is Wo-Chien artwork. And at this stage, I'm a gigantic fan of the Wo-Chien artwork. in my humble opinion, the best artist working in the Pokemon trading card game right now. I am delighted that in my Japanese box, I did manage to pull one of these dudes, the alternate art Earthworm, the artwork rare, illustration rare, call it what you will, because frankly, might be the best art in the set. And I'm biased, don't get me wrong, but might be the best art in the set. Also, just need to point out for a minute, Dune. It has got some real June vibes going on here, ladies and gentlemen. There is absolutely no way. I refuse to believe there isn't just a hint of the movie kind of inspiring this artwork. I refuse to believe it. And there is one more official reveal, but I'll be honest with you, it's a little bit less exciting. Now, the way they've actually shown it off is beautiful. This notebook showing us Fuecoco, Crocodile, and Skeledirge, all as a nice trio of cards. It's lovely. And I'm a big fan of the Skeledirge. 2 energy, 270 is good. The fact that it's on a stage 2 and gets reduced by 10 for each damage counter on the Pokemon is not good. But they showed us a special illustration rare the other day, which means not only did we know this card was coming, but we've seen the, better version of it. So, I hate to break it to you, ladies and gentlemen, but yeah. Unfortunately, this is a slightly less exciting reveal. But it's really cool the way they've actually gone and done it, looking like a notebook, so I thought I'd show it to you quickly on the end here. Anyway, Paldea Evolved is not that far away. I believe the pre-releases start not this weekend coming, but next weekend. So we have not got long to wait until we got these cards in our hand. I will be going to a pre-release over at my local game store, Mad for Miniatures. Hopefully you guys can join in as well. And then we'll have a pre-release opening and we can start talking about the FAQ. And there's all kinds of fun stuff going on around the pre-release. For now, I want to know what you think about these cards we've looked at in this video. I want to know which of these cards you're excited about. I want to know how you feel about Paldea Evolved. So go nuts in the comment section, but be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi. That's where we talk about Pokemon TCG and a whole bunch of other fun things. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCGradio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts, join the Discord, all kinds of fun things. Oh, and of course you can get shout-outs on the channel, like the lovely Kanto Royalty, who is a very lovely person, so shout out to them for the support and for being a very lovely person. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.